Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. GH spoilers. Ava's attempted murder puts Molly in a rather precarious position. General Hospital, GH spoilers attest Ava Jerome, Maura West, is at serious risk of being wiped off the map. While she's been busy out celebrating with the likes of Scott Baldwin, Kin Shriner, and Special Agent John Jagger Cates, Adam Harrington, they may just serve as a pleasant distraction from the very real fear that is sinking into her mind. Everywhere she goes, we can expect she'll be looking over her shoulder and just waiting for one of Sonny Corinthos, Maurice Benard, hitmen to do her in. But Sonny isn't the only person she should be looking out for. Little does she know. A few other people are acutely aware of who Ava's real enemies are right now, and when an attempt is made on Ava's life. Molly Lansing Davis, Kristen Vagenos, is going to have a difficult time with who she thinks may be responsible. General Hospital spoilers. A promise is a promise. When Molly stopped by to see Christina Corinthos Davis, Kate Mancy, at GH this week, she was taken aback by how serious her sister seemed to be about Ava paying for what she's done. The entire tone of the conversation changed when Christina shared the photos Brick, Stephen A. Smith, captured her and Ava's exchange, though. What looked to Sonny, Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, and Christina herself as though Ava put her hands on her looked very different to Molly, the assistant district attorney. She couldn't help but be alarmed by the photos leading up to Ava grabbing Christina, and how they made it seem like Christina was the one who provoked the argument they had. Unable to shake that worry from her mind, Molly will struggle with whether Christina's promise that Ava would pay, and her certainty of it, was all because Christina intended to take matters into her own hands. GH spoilers. Note Alexis Davis fans the flames of concern. When word gets out that someone tried to kill Ava, it won't take long for Molly and Alexis Davis, Nancy Lee Grahn, to discuss the matter. Of course, Alexis will have some context to add that Molly didn't have before. She may not want to turn the father of her other daughter into the police, but she probably will share with Molly that she knows Christina asked Sonny to get rid of Ava for good. However, when the police confirm that Sonny had nothing to do with it, it's going to leave Molly reeling and wondering if Christina decided to get her own hands dirty. General Hospital spoilers. Who done it? It sounds like the attempt on Ava's life is gearing up to become a real mystery regarding who tried to kill her. In the aftermath, Ava may be keen on blaming Sonny, but he's going to have an airtight alibi as usual. Although it could have been any of his enforcers, the police won't have any strong leads, and Police Commissioner Anna Devane, Finola Hughes, may actually believe him and Jason when they say they had nothing to do with it. Will Molly take action against her own sister? Port Charles is no stranger to drama, and the residents know all too well that even the calmest of days can erupt into chaos. But nothing could have prepared the town for the dark turn of events surrounding Ava Jerome's latest ordeal. Her brush with death has not only sent shockwaves through the community, but has also entangled Molly Lansing Davis in a web of danger and deceit that could have life-altering consequences. The stormy night when Ava was found clinging to life on the docks of Port Charles was one that no one would soon forget. Bloodied and bruised, she had been the victim of a ruthless attack, an attempted murder that left her barely breathing. As she was rushed to General Hospital, the entire town buzzed with speculation. Who could be behind such a heinous act? Ava had no shortage of enemies, but this attack felt different. More personal, more calculated. As Ava lay unconscious in her hospital bed, the investigation into her attempted murder kicked into high gear. Jordan Ashford, the chief of police, was determined to bring the culprit to justice, but the case was anything but straightforward. There were too many suspects, too many motives. Everyone from Sonny Corinthos to Nicholas Cassadine was under scrutiny, and the tension in the air was palpable. Molly Lansing Davis had always prided herself on her integrity. As an assistant district attorney, she had worked tirelessly to uphold the law and fight for justice. But as the investigation into Ava's attack progressed, Molly found herself in a precarious position, one that threatened to compromise everything she stood for. It all started when Molly received an anonymous tip about the case. The caller claimed to have crucial information about Ava's attacker, but refused to go to the police, fearing retaliation. Instead, they insisted on meeting Molly in secret, promising to reveal everything if she kept their identity confidential. Torn between her duty to the law and the possibility of uncovering the truth, Molly reluctantly agreed. The rendezvous took place in a secluded part of the park, far from prying eyes. The informant, shrouded in a dark hoodie, handed Molly a flash drive before disappearing into the night. Back in her office, Molly plugged the drive into her computer, her heart pounding with anticipation. What she found shocked her to the core. The drive contained surveillance footage from the night of Ava's attack. The grainy video showed a shadowy figure approaching Ava on the docks. The attacker's face was obscured, but there was something unsettlingly familiar about their movements. As Molly watched in horror, the figure struck Ava, leaving her for dead before slipping away into the darkness. Molly's blood ran cold as she replayed the video over and over, trying to discern the identity of the attacker. And then it hit her. She recognized the way the person walked, the slight limp in their step. It was someone she knew, someone close to her, someone she never would have suspected. The realization sent Molly into a tailspin. How could this be possible? If she was right, it meant that someone she cared about was capable of attempted murder. But if she was wrong, confronting them could destroy an innocent life. The weight of the decision pressed down on her like a ton of bricks, and for the first time in her career, Molly felt truly lost. As the days passed, the pressure mounted. Jordan was closing in on the case, and it was only a matter of time before the truth came out. But Molly couldn't shake the nagging feeling that something wasn't right. There were too many unanswered questions, too many loose ends. She knew she had to dig deeper, even if it meant putting herself in danger. Molly's investigation led her down a dark and twisted path. She uncovered a web of lies, betrayals, and hidden agendas that stretched far beyond Ava's attack. The deeper she dug, the more she realized that this was no ordinary case. There were powerful forces at play, and they would stop at nothing to protect their secrets. As Molly inched closer to the truth, she found herself being watched, followed by shadowy figures who seemed to know her every move. Someone wanted to keep her quiet, and they were getting desperate. The closer she got to unraveling the mystery, the more her life was at risk. One evening, as Molly was heading home from the office, she noticed a car following her. Her pulse quickened as she tried to lose the vehicle, but it was no use. The car sped up, forcing her off the road and into an alleyway. Trapped, Molly braced herself for the worst. But instead of an attack, the driver of the car stepped out and approached her. It was someone she never expected to see, someone who had been at the center of the investigation all along. The confrontation was tense, filled with accusations and denials, but in the end, Molly was forced to face the truth. The person she had suspected all along was, in fact, innocent.